Hello and welcome back to Man v Film. It is time for another top 10 of movies that you can watch right now for February 2021. And I don't know if you're like me, suffering a little bit of the lockdown blues. It's trying to really get to me a little bit, but I'm using escapism in the form of movies to try and block out the outside trauma that's happening in the real world. So here's 10 movies that I hope let you escape just a little bit. Number 10, Tag. Childhood friends have been competing in the same game of tag for the last 30 years. When Jerry gets married, he attempts to retire from the intense annual game without ever being it, causing the other four to band together to go to extreme lengths to finally tag him. It's a rather silly comedy, but I think we need some of that every now and again, and I really do like the performances here and the whole idea of this movie, which was based off an article of people who were actually doing it. This draws things out to a more comedic level, but no doubt you'll have some fun with this one. There is some great deal of laughs. I really like Jeremy Renner in this one as well, and it's just a little bit of fun escapism. Number 9, Rambo. In Thailand, John Rambo is living a peaceful life capturing snakes and transporting people in cargo in an old boat. But when he joins a group of mercenaries to venture into war-torn Burma and rescue a group of Christian aid workers who were kidnapped, when the aid workers are captured by the Burmese army, Rambo decides to venture alone into the war zone to rescue them. And not only will Rambo rescue them, but he will kill an extremely large amount of people doing it. This is a movie, really punchy runtime, really short and fun, and it just kind of leads you down the garden path with typical kind of Rambo stuff for the first hour into this last 20 minutes of just utter carnage. And it is cathartic watching all these people being mowed down ridiculously by Rambo and his vast array of weapons. Sure, it's not really realistic, but you know what? It's really kind of enjoyable. Number 8, Life. In the mid-90s, 2 inmates bury the burned bodies of 2 lifers at Mississippi's infamous Parcham Farm. A third old-timer relates their story. They'd served 65 years for a murder they didn't commit, framed by a local sheriff. In flashbacks, we see this odd couple thrown together, the murder and trial and the hardships of prison life, and the love-hate relationship of Claude and Ray as they spend 65 years bickering and looking for a way to escape. Eddie Murphy and Martin Lawrence are the 2 lifers in this, and they have wonderful charisma together. They really do just bounce off each other, and they create this wonderful relationship of these 2 characters as they are forced to reluctantly spend the rest of their life together. And it's so endearing. It has ups and downs and trauma and close calls and is incredibly fun. And it's one of those movies that you never hear anybody talking about. It's one of Eddie Murphy's best movies. It's so endearing and captivating and at the same time riotously funny with a cast of wonderful supporting actors as well. Life's one that's easy to just ease by. Don't stop. Give it a watch. It's worthwhile. Number 7, Uncle Buck. Bob and Cindy Russell have a dilemma. Cindy's father, who lives far away, is sick and they need to go and see him. However, who will look after their 3 children for several days while they're away? Out of pure desperation, they turn to someone whom they have grave reservations about in terms of his suitability for the job. Bob's single, layabout brother, Buck. John Candy is Uncle Buck in this wonderful movie, and sure, it's just about a man realising where he is in his life, connecting with relations he's never really tried to connect with before, and just being wonderful at it. John Candy's such a lovable, hilarious figure in this, both paternal and rather menacing at certain times for anybody that picks any part of his family, and it's incredibly fun. John Hughes wrote a wonderful script here, and I go back to this movie often, and it's just one of those smile-inducing films. Number 6, 10 Cloverfield Lane. After getting in a car accident, Michelle awakens to find herself in a mysterious bunker with two men named Howard and Emmett. Howard offers her a pair of crutches to help remain mobile with her leg injuries sustained from the car crash, and tells her to get good on those before leaving the bunker. She's been given the information that there has been an alien attack and the outside world has been poisoned. A wonderful claustrophobic movie that just gets by with three terrific actors and a bucket load of suspense. This is nail-biting, inducing. It's wonderful performances from all the actors who do terrific work. There is constantly changing dynamics where people may be friends, they may be foes, they may be up to something, and then there's this bigger dilemma of, is the world really being attacked by aliens? Is it really poison gas outside the doors, the safety of this confined space? It's a wonderfully atmospheric thriller. It's a real treat. Number 5, Happy Death Day to You. Having survived the farcical but utterly life-threatening events in Happy Death Day, the feisty sorority sister Tree finds herself in the same college dorm, thankful to be alive. However, this time it's Carter's roommate Ryan who claims that he is reliving the same paradoxical day over and over again, as a mysterious paranoid killer in a single-toothed babyface mask with a big kitchen knife has made a habit of murdering him. I was a little bit disappointed when I first saw Happy Death Day. It's something I've grown to be entertained by, but I was expecting more of that slasher aesthetic where this doesn't really go for it too much. It kind of revels a little bit more in the Back to the Future Part 2 realm, mentioning that movie quite a lot and repurposing a lot of the plot points into this one as well. It's worth checking out just to kind of round out these two movies, and it is quite entertaining. Number 4, Death to 2020. The special features a series of fictional characters discussing US and UK events of 2020, including the COVID-19 pandemic and the US presidential election. I just wasn't 100% sure when I started watching this movie, but pretty quickly, when you realise just how silly it is, it becomes immeasurably funny. And this is going to be a movie that you either love or hate, but I found it really, really laugh out loud hilarious. Silly, absurd, almost surreal at certain points, definitely poking fun at almost everything of last year, and something that could put a smile on your face. Number 3, The Green Mile. It's just another normal day on the Green Mile for prison guard Paul Edgecombe. That is, until huge John Coffey is sent there. Unlike the hulking brute that Coffey looks like, he is in fact kind at heart. Whilst watching over Coffey, Edgecombe learns that there is more to Coffey than can be seen. The Green Mile is one of those movies that I just forget how great it is until I put it on, and I'm captivated by everything, by the actors, the story, the production, the direction. Everything works to create such a wonderful story, which I'm really not going to spoil for you if you haven't seen it. Just sit down and get ready to be emotionally put through the ringer with this wonderful tale. To Booksmart. On the eve of their high school graduation, two academic superstars and best friends realised they should have worked less and played more. Determined not to fall short of their peers, the girls tried to cram 4 years of fun into one night. I really like Booksmart. I think it's a kind of modern Superbad without the McLovin silly character. It's kind of friends realising that their paths may be about to divide over one riotous night as they slowly go from crazy situation to even crazier situation. The two lead performances are just downright amazing, spot on direction, a great tale told exceedingly well, and it's quite funny along for the ride as well. Booksmart is one that could easily bypass. Please don't. It's well worth stopping and checking out. Number 1, My Octopus Teacher. After years of swimming every day in the freezing ocean at the tip of Africa, Craig Foster meets an unlikely teacher, a young octopus who displays remarkable curiosity, visiting her den and tracking her movements for months on end. He eventually wins the animal's trust, and they develop a never-before-seen bond between human and wild animal. This documentary is just beautiful with the images it captures. and even more stunning with the tale that it tells. We have a man who makes a connection with this octopus, who slowly allows it into his life, and these two really connect. And you get to see footage of that actually happening. And it's over the lifespan of the octopus as we see it almost teaching him how it survives, how it deals with situations. There is moments where your heart is in your mouth, where you're wondering what's going to happen next, where your tears are swelling up in your eyes at the emotion being brought out by this wonderful tale. My Octopus Teacher is a surprisingly rousing movie that is wonderful in every way, and I wholly suggest checking it out. It's my number one for a reason. It's fantastic, beautiful and emotional, and well worth watching. I hope you check it out. I really want to know your thoughts on this one. Let me know in the comment box, please. So there we have it. 10 great movies for you to check out this month. I hope you find something to take away a little bit of the stress or trauma that's happening in the real world. I know I need some of that. If there's anything that I've missed off my list, or if there's anything you can suggest for me to check out to help me out, feel free to do so in the comment box below, and I'll see you next time on Man v Film.